Welcome viewers again. As per request of you, I have decided to discuss small parts of a topic so that you don't feel boring. Okay? But don't forget to subscribe my channel, write your valuable comment, like it, share it, and obviously please don't skip my video. See the entire video. Let's start again. Let a point particle is moving in this direction, means in a curvilinear path and in a two-dimensional plane. Okay. Now for a very small time interval, that is this interval, for a very small time interval, suppose this is delta t is time interval, and at that time displacement is delta s. So delta s is the displacement. Now if delta t is very small, that means delta t tends to 0, then delta s also tends to 0. Tends to 0 means it is not exactly 0, but it is almost nearly equal to 0. But you cannot imagine, whatever you can imagine, very small quantity, but it is less than that quantity also. That means it is very small. In that case, the ratio of delta s to delta t is called velocity. So velocity equals to delta s divided by delta t. When delta t is very small, delta s is also at that time very small. At that instant, this is called the ratio delta s to delta t is called velocity. Now as velocity may not be uniform, that means for a same particular time interval, the displacement may not be same. That's why we may have to take the average velocity when velocity is not uniform. Suppose in t1 time, the displacement is s1. Okay. In t2 time, next t2 time the interval, the displacement is s2. Next in t3 time interval, the displacement is s3, and so on. In tn time interval, the displacement is sn. Okay, then what is the average velocity? Average velocity is calculated. Average velocity equals to the total displacement divided by total time. Okay, means what I mean to say, during calculation of average velocity, don't take the average of the velocities. Okay, rather you have to calculate the total displacement first and divided by total time. What happens? We can take a numerical. Let's take a numerical example. Suppose a particle moves in this direction in a straight line. Okay, from A to B, it goes with a uniform velocity 2 meter per second, and from B to C, it goes with a uniform velocity 3 meter per second. Now calculate what is the average velocity. If we take the average velocity by taking average of the velocities 2 meter and 3 meter per second, then average velocity will be 2 plus 3 divided by 2, equals to 5 by 2 equals to 2.5 meter per second. Okay. Now, as already we have learned that average velocity must be calculated by the ratio of the total displacement by total time. If we take the total displacement, then what is the total displacement? Suppose for 4 second time interval, it has velocity 2 meter per second, and next 6 second its velocity is 3 meter per second. So what is the displacement during AB? This time AB equals to 2 into 4 velocity into time, that is 8 meter. This is the displacement. Okay. And next time, from B to C, the displacement is 3 into 6. This is velocity and this is time. So 3 meter per second into 6 second, the displacement is 18 meter. So what is the total displacement? 18 plus 8 and 18. And what is the total time? This is 4 second and 6 second. So total displacement by total time equals to 26 by 10 equals to 2.6 meter per second. But if we take the average of the velocities, we will get 2.5 meter per second. So this is wrong. We have to calculate by this way, because if it is the half of its journey was 2 meter per second and half of its journey was 3 meter per second, then in a particular case the average velocity will be 2.5 meter per second. But as the distances, the time taken are different, so we cannot take the average velocity by taking the average of the velocities. Rather, we have to take the total displacement divided by total time. Okay. Let's take the example of circular motion. A point particle is moving in a circular path with a uniform speed. Mind it, with a uniform speed. That means the distance, if it is r, then the perimeter of the circle or circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. So the 2 pi r distance is traversed by that particle in a same interval of time every time. Means for each rotation the time period is same and distance is same 2 pi r. But speed is uniform, okay, but velocity is not uniform. Why? Because in case of speed we take the distance traversed in a particular time. That means the ratio of the distance to the time. So here the speed is uniform. But in case of velocity, why this is not uniform? Because in case of velocity, magnitude is same, but the direction of the velocity is changing every time for every instant. Here the direction of the velocity is in this direction. That means tangent at that point, tangent of that circular path at that point. You have to take the 90 degree, okay, the 90 degree of the radius and the direction of velocity. That means the direction is along the tangent of that point. Here the direction is also tangent of this point. Here the direction is the tangent at this point. Here the direction is tangent at this point. That means direction of the velocity is changing every time. So here the speed is uniform, but velocity is not uniform, it is non-uniform. Though the magnitude of the velocity is same, but the direction of the velocity is changing. Now, the difference between speed and velocity. Speed, it is a scalar quantity because here only magnitude is required. It is direction related, it is not direction related. Only magnitude is required. But in case of velocity, both magnitude and direction are required. So velocity is a vector quantity. Okay. Now speed is the distance traveled with respect to time. What is the change of distance with respect to time? But in case of velocity, it is displacement by time. As displacement is a vector quantity, so displacement by time is also a vector quantity. Okay. But the unit, it is same. Meter per second in SI. Here also it is meter per second in SI. Again, if speed is uniform, that does not mean velocity is also uniform. Similarly, velocity is uniform, that does not mean speed is uniform. Okay. So today, up to this, next time we'll discuss some more topic. Again we'll come. Okay. Till that, have a good day. See you.